Hey guys, today we're going to go through some things to help lengthen your quadriceps. A lot of times the reason why your heels don't touch the ground in a downward facing dog is because your quadriceps are shrunk and they're tight and they're all squished together like brownies. Don't go eat brownies. Also because maybe you're running and pounding your legs or doing a lot of CrossFit and lifting heavy weights. So through this series, we're going to help lengthen them, but also help the pain in maybe your SI joints or some trauma that's going on in the psoas minor and major. Starting with 2 sun salutation A's. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale. Inhale, look halfway up. Exhale, step back right, step back left. Come into your high plank position, drop the crown, the head forward and down, rock the weight forward. You can come onto the knees if you need to, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, lift up 1 foot at a time if you need to at first. And then exhale, curl and pull back into your first Adho Mukha Savasana, downward facing dog. Now bring the chin towards the chest, scoop the lower tummy up and in, and start to breathe in and out through your nose. So you're taking 5 deep, equal breaths. And you want those 5 breaths to be at about a 4 or 5 count when you're inhaling and then exhaling. So you're making the number 8 or the number 10. And that should have been your 5 count. Inhale, look forward. Step up right, step up left. Fold in at the top. Inhale, look up and sweep it up high towards the sky. Exhale, Samasthiti. Take another one, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look halfway up. Exhale, step back right, step back left. Pull the weight forward, lower. Inhale, rise open. And then exhale, curl and pull back. So as you're inhaling, your tummy is filling all the way up. And as you're exhaling, you're emptying the tummy all the way out. But you're continuing to link the bandhas together from the pelvic floor all the way towards the tip of the nose. Inhale, look halfway up. Step up right, step up left. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, soar up high. And exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale. Exhale, now we're going into our first pose, folding in. Inhale, look halfway up again. And exhale, step back right, step back left. Lower Chaturanga. Inhale, lift. And exhale, pull it back. Take 1 breath. Now drop your knees onto the earth. Now for this first pose, it might feel slightly uncomfortable, but remember to breathe until where it hurts and not get upset about where it hurts, because the more you get upset about it, the more it will stay. Kind of like a nagging neighbor or somebody that really annoys you at work. If you keep going, leave me alone, they're never going to leave you alone. You've got to breathe into it and make your way through it, and one day you'll just leave. Now bring your knees together and just sit down onto your heels. Now if this is very, very uncomfortable, note that I want you to take at least 3 solid breaths here onto the soles of your feet and then come back up. If you're perfectly fine, take 9 deep, even breaths and take the fingertips just above the kneecaps. Roll the shoulder blades down and back and then scoop in the lower pelvic floor. Close your eyes. And you should feel like a little sensei. This isn't time to file your nails or wonder about what's going on next. It's time to just breathe into the places that hurt. And the more you do this, you'll start to notice the pelvic neutrality from the left to the right and what side is unbalanced and what side is balanced and vice versa. I'm telling you all my secrets. My left hip seems to be a little bit more open right now, and my right hip's kind of tight. Take at least 2 more breaths. And then walk your fingertips forward. Spread them out wide. Come back into your high plank. Pull the weight forward. Squeeze your elbows to your sides, right below where the rib cage ends. Inhale, lift up. And then exhale, curl back. Take 2 equal breaths. All right, drop those knees back onto the earth. Now we're getting extreme with you. You might need a block or a couple of phone books that are left over from 1999. Put the block onto the earth and then bring it forward. Take your knees close together. If your knees don't come close together, but you can still open up your heels and sit with your sit bones in between your heels, you're perfectly fine. If you need the block, sit right on top of the block and make sure you're still in a neutral position. If you don't need it, don't throw it across the room. You might break something. Again, if it's like this, it's okay. So what we're doing here is we're cutting off the circulation. You can probably feel it. Your face probably is doing this number. Because the knees and the ankles are not getting hardly any blood supply because we're getting rid of the uric acid buildup in our knees and our ankles. So this pose here also, on that note, is traditionally held for 45 minutes. Yeah. So this is the rest of this whole entire session. You're the one that clicked on it. I guess you're screwed now. Welcome. So now that your Virasana hero is all happy to sit here for the next 45 minutes, we're just gonna take it to a Supta Virasana hero's pose because we just got shot down in battle and I think we're just gonna surrender. So this is another option. You can stay here and hang out and have a cup of tea for the next, we still got about 45 minutes left. No, we'll do it for 45 seconds, it's okay. When you're in this pose, one thing you'll notice is that one side might be higher or lower than the other. The reason being is because a lot of times we tend to lean more on one side than the other, and also sometimes one of our rib cages might sink down and the other one might come forward because a lot of us are more dominant on one side. Now, if you've been doing this for a while, you might feel very, very comfortable, and you might go to sleep for 45 minutes. But since it's been about 45 seconds almost, you can slowly come out. Oh. And now do a backward somersault. Lift up. Take the fingertips forward, and then step that left knee slightly forward and draw that right knee back. Tuck the toes and then stretch out that right foot. You might be having a beautiful hallelujah moment right now, going, oh gosh, there's circulation, it's alive. Bring it back, switch it out. Oh, it's delicious. And now bring both legs back. Pull the weight forward, lower, in a vinyasa, lift up. And then exhale, pull back. Two more deep breaths. And that last one, inhale, look forward. Step up right and step up left. Fold in. Inhale, look up. Bring it all the way up to the top. And exhale. Samasthiti. Should feel a little bit longer, a little bit taller now. Maybe you can reach up a cup on the shelf if you need to grab a cup of tea. Not a drink. We don't do that in yoga. Literally don't promote shots of whiskey before stretching or after stretching. But if you'd like to know more about that, you can follow me on Google+, become my friend on Facebook because nobody likes me, and subscribe. If you have a question, make sure you ask it after a shot of whiskey. Namaste.